Mullahs must leave. That's the chant echoing through the Iran street right now. Yes, not whispered, not hidden, but shouted in the broad daylight. From Tehran to Iran's rural heartland. Hi, this is Navibal and you're watching TimesXP. Shops are shuttered, markets are silent, and anger is spilling into the streets of Iran. The protest began on the December 27th in Tehran when shopkeepers went on a strike over soaring prices and a suffocating Iranian economy. What started as an economic protest quickly turned into political and dangerous. Within days, the demonstrations spread far beyond the capital into the provinces like Loastaran, Chahar and Bakhtiari, and also other cities. In the cities like Azna and Lordagan, gunfires were heard. Fires burned in the streets and protesters shouted a slogan directly targeting Iran's leadership. At least 7 people have reportedly been killed. Dozens have been arrested and Iran's security forces are moving in. The anger is driven by a brutal reality. Inflation. Inflation in Iran is officially above 50% and the rial has collapsed. On the US dollar now cost around 1.4 million rials. For millions of Iranians, this means food. Food is unaffordable, savings are worthless, and daily survival feels uncertain. President Masoud Pezeshkian has acknowledged the pain, calling the protesters' demand legitimate. He also even warned that ignoring people's livelihood would have been moral consequences. But in Iran, the president doesn't hold the real power. The authority lies within the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. And that's where the chants have shifted. The protest is no longer just about the prices, it's about the system. Iran has seen the unrest before. Back in 2022, protests have Mahsa Amini's death shook the country. But this wave is rooted in the economic desperation, the kind that spreads faster, hits deeper, and lasts longer. Videos now show the flags being burned, crowds chanting, "Death to the dictatorship," and security forces responding with the tear gases, arrests, and live fires. The stakes are rising fast. The US has warned Tehran against the killing of peaceful protesters, with Donald Trump saying America is locked and loaded. All this comes as Iran remains under heavy sanctions and geopolitical pressure after the recent conflicts. These protests raised a dangerous question for Iran's leadership. What happens when people stop fearing the state more than hunger? And when the economic despair turns into the political defense? Tell us what you think in the comments.